Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf Reviews. It's Gaming Friday. I'm Gary.
And I hate stepping on Lego.
And today we're taking a look at Lego Worlds, which came out in March 2017 by Warner Brothers. And this game was developed by Traveller's Tales and TT Games. You know, they're a British studio in.
Oh,
yeah. Traveller's Tales have been responsible for pretty much all the Lego games. There are way too many Lego games.
Oh, there's a lot, but there's a lot of fun ones as well. I mean, I didn't at the start, but I love all the film-based Lego games now. Me and the wife, we've gone through all of them.
So what are there's? I mean, I got my hands on the Star Wars one.
You've got the Star Wars Complete Saga. You've got
then
Harry
the trilogies.
Yeah, but if you get the Complete Saga, that's all the first three movies and 4, 5, and 6 all mixed in together. You've got Harry Potter. You've got 2 sets of Harry Potter containing all the films. You've got the Lord of the Rings. You've got the Hobbit.
The DC ones as well.
You've got the DC. You've got Marvel superheroes. You've got Marvel Avengers. You've got the DC Batman universe. See, they have got Lego in everything. And you know what I'd really love? I would really love them to start making adult Lego games. I mean, I want to see like Lego RoboCop. I want to see like Lego Terminator series, Lego Alien series. No, because you say that, but when you're sat there in the games and they do jokes based on the films that are, you know, in the films they were adult orientated, but in the games they're made for the kids
who don't always get the references.
It would be cool if you could actually just start doing your.
You know what? It's because it's a kids game and it's something that parents play with their kids, and so it's something to actually just keep the parents entertained whilst the kids are playing Lego. But if you would actually make it for adults, it's not going to work. I do not want to see aliens in you know, my xenomorphs in Lego form. I would cry inside. And that's because I got into an argument with people before about Lego, and I got into an argument with people when the Lego movie came out, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, you look at the cinema listings, and every film that's in there is a commercial for toys, and that's when you just go, oh, what the fuck has happened?
Mate, every film's been a commercial for toys since we were kids.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's like when you become aware of it and you see it, it's just like, oh my god. But especially with Lego, I was like, how can you just keep selling these other existing properties but with Lego? And why does it keep working? Why is it so successful?
Because it's been around since we were kids. You know, the Lego sets have gotten better and better as the years have gone on, and obviously, you know,
a lot more complicated.
You know, and the way they keep jumping into films, like we said with the Lego movie, with the Star Wars movie. Sorry, I mean, you can buy a Lego Death Star now. Like 200 odd quid for a Lego Death Star.
How many hundreds of thousands of pieces of Lego does it take? And could you imagine if somebody dismantled it? Would it still be worth the same amount of money?
You would cry. I had it with Dylan. We bought Dylan a Lego AT Walker. Put it together. It was, God knows, it was like 50 quid, loads of pieces. We put it together, and then all of a sudden he started taking it apart. He started taking bits off so that he could build stuff with his imagination.
Pieces.
Cool. I started to cry when he started to do it, and now I'm just numb to it. I'm just like, I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah, you can't just build collector's pieces out of it.
I can't do it anymore.
No. So Traveller's Tales, they also, you know, before they cut their teeth basically on Lego pieces, they were making games like Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Finding Nemo. So they kind of already had a pattern of working alongside Warner Brothers and Pixar and Activision and Sony Pictures and all the other studios before they've literally become almost exclusive now to Warner Brothers and literally just Lego games, one after the other. And this I believe was in early access for quite a while before it actually was a full release just last month.
Yeah, and I mean, I hadn't heard anything about this until I saw the trailer. And I mean, a while ago we only had Lego Dimensions come out, which was obviously the weird Portal one with all the different characters, bit like Skylanders, I think it is, the Skylanders game with the different figures that you can change around. And so when I saw the advert for this, I was just like, why have I not heard of this yet?
Considering it had been floating around for nearly 2 years.
Yeah, and the thing is that this isn't a game per se.
It's a sandbox game which you build constructions in a 3D procedurally generated world.
Yeah.
So, and that my question then is, what's the story?
Well, the funny thing is, there is no story really. You start the game as an astronaut who's crashed onto a planet.
It sounds awfully familiar.
And this is the galaxy map, and you start off around about there, I think. Yeah, there and there. Tiny little world, you see?
Okay.
Tiny little island. Now, as you go, you collect gold bricks, as you can see up in the top left corner.
Yeah.
And after so many gold bricks, bigger worlds start to come out. At the moment, Dylan and I have unlocked 84 bricks, and we've unlocked this massive, huge world. It's not, like I said, not so much of a story-based game. You come to here and you get all these different markers. Like you see the 2 gold lights in front of me. That tells me that there are 2 chests in that direction. So when I get into that direction, I've got to be able to, because that's water down there, I've got to be able to put on a special suit or become a special character, climb into the water, dig all the way down. And these worlds are fucking deep, man. Deep. They are deep. Dig all the way down, get the chest, and either inside the chest will either be another like detailed map for showing me another legendary place, or there'll be a gold brick, or there'll be a design and say, look, this is something else you can build, and stuff like that. And after a while, you realize, you know what, this is like Lego Minecraft.
Absolutely, yeah. And that is why, I mean, I'd say now, I am not a Minecraft player. I've not played it on any of its iterations, any of the platforms that it's available on.
Yeah.
I've happily watched a few people play Minecraft for a little while, and I get the appeal.
Yeah.
But as a gamer myself, it's not something that I'm terribly attracted in. I like my simulator games. You know, I liked SimCity back in the day.
Yeah.
Today, I still like games like Tropico.
Yeah.
So I like building up cities. I like Civilization. But you know, the resource collecting games, which seem to be incredibly popular right now.
Yeah.
I don't get the appeal.
See, no, the thing is, I didn't like Minecraft when it first came out. I in a way, I still don't. But I played it with Dylan, and I've just brought us to one of those little magical chests, as you can see.
Okay.
Under the ground, like if you can see how deep this hole is.
Yeah.
This is how deep this world can go. And he doesn't play survival mode in Minecraft.
Okay.
Because obviously he can die very easily, and he is only 7. He doesn't understand death like that yet. And I was just like, you know what, creative mode is a little bit too easy because you've got everything handed to you. So I started playing survival mode, and it is challenging because you've got to build your house, and then you've got to go off and and find other minerals to build up your house. In this, you don't have to. In this, it's like I said, it's literally you come to a new world, and now I've got this massive, huge world to mess around.
It looks like of broken Lego pieces of varying.
Well, yeah, that's it. If you look at the ground, I mean, this is the crystal world.
Okay.
There are many different worlds you can go to. There are city worlds, there are medieval worlds.
Oh, they're all of the typical, space world.
Space worlds and stuff like that. And as you can see, if you look at the ground is detailed by Lego pieces. And if you get the smallest one spot Lego piece, that's like what my left foot is next to. That's literally what the worlds are made out of.
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands of pieces like that. You've got your different tools. So if I hold Y and bring up my inventory bar, I've got my customizer, which allows me to become different characters. Like I said, if I wanted to go in water, I'd have to get my deep sea diver costume, which you have to unlock. So you got all these different characters to unlock. You've got different customizations for your characters. You can make them
different appearance, different heads, so basically all the different attachables. So I have to ask, are any of the licensed properties that they've acquired through Lego over the time appearing in this game? Are there Star Wars or Jurassic Park or DZ characters in here?
Not yet. It is primarily just Lego's main stuff. You've got your
that's interesting. I like the fact that it's
city
pure
heroes.
You've
got your city heroes. You've got your medieval world, your samurai worlds. There's secret agent, a Lego secret agents that you can get certain vehicles for. I can see them bringing DLC out and allowing you to have characters, but you'd literally be just dressed as Batman, digging around. You wouldn't be running around the city. You might as well just go and play one of the DC games for that. I've got my inventory, which is all the stuff that I've unlocked. I was using the pneumatic hammer earlier to dig, which is like the easiest way to dig.
Okay.
It's either that or using bombs. And bombs take bloody ages to... bombs are over there. Bombs take ages to use. But they've got different guns. You've got rifles, flintlock pistols,
so I have to ask, why
guns.
do you need all these weapons? What are the purposes of these weapons?
There are characters laid around the map, which are gold markers as well, and they want certain objects.
Okay.
So you have to unlock these certain objects to then give that person the object to then go and find it again, so you've got it in your inventory.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets a bit confusing.
So generally, what do you do in this game?
Well, I was just going to go through my different tools. This here is your discovery tool. Whenever you come across something new, you lock onto it. I think I've discovered pretty much everything on this map. You lock onto it and you discover it, and then when you go to your discoveries, you can spawn all of this. You've got all the different characters you can spawn, different animals, different vehicles, different objects. You've got people who will come up to you and they'll be like, I want 5 dogs. So you get your discovery tool out and you just fire 5 dogs at the floor and you complete it like that.
Yeah.
You've got your... I put that away. I'm still trying to remember the buttons. You've got your color tool, which allows you to change anything to any color. Right. And like I said, certain quests will come up. Somebody will say, oh, this house, I don't like the color of this house. Can you turn it yellow? So you get your paint tool out, get your yellow color.
Instead of rebuilding the house with yellow bricks. Okay.
You just
paint it yellow.
You've got your build tool, which, if I remember rightly, allows you to obviously place down bricks and independently build.
Okay.
Build stuff. You know, somebody will say, "Oh, can you extend this archway?" So you get your build tool out and you can extend it for them, complete another
So
quest.
how complex is the building mechanic in this game? I take it you're playing with Lego, you are collecting it, so other than going around the game painting bricks,
yeah,
what else do you do? Could you said you build things,
like I said, I was going to get to my other tool.
Okay.
If you want to be really easy, if you want to be really difficult, you can either get your build tool out or free build, and then you can literally go into the minutest things, which I think is that. As you can see, these are all the different bricks that we found.
Okay.
There are these little green guys that come out of the floor called troublemakers. They dig out of the floor and they'll be carrying one of these bricks above their head, and you have to chase them down, grab them, and you can pick up these different bricks, and you can go into like place them wherever you want, build on top of them, all that kind of stuff. And it's better than Minecraft in that aspect, because Minecraft only deals in one shape of block.
Yeah.
Lego obviously goes into
quite a few different shapes
goes into
pieces.
Lots of little details and things like that. If you wanted to cheat, you get your copy tool out. Now, as you can see over here, I'll just show you over here. This is a giant samurai house.
Yeah.
Dylan found this samurai house inside a chest. And and so he could get his discovery tool out and he could just spawn it.
Yeah.
If I got the copy tool out, I could put this blue block over the whole of this blue house.
Okay, so you can change the size.
Change the size of it, make it bigger, save this whole entire house.
Yeah.
Go off to another world and then spawn the house again.
Yeah, wherever you
wherever I wanted. So it depends on how, the level of your the level of your skill at building. Do you want to go to the tiniest little bit, or do you just want to go? Okay, I just want to make it easy on myself and just
spawn something I've copied and pasted from somewhere else.
Yeah. You've got this lady. She turns up every now and again. She will sell you different items. As you can see up there, you can buy more hearts. I think you can get up to about 25 hearts. You're
going to get into that much combat?
Yes, because there are certain people who they'll say to you they're being attacked by like zombies.
Right. Yeah.
So you go to defend them against zombies, and the zombies kill you in like 3 hits.
Okay. So you need
more
the weapons
hearts to be able to fight them off.
So there is an element of combat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think the last tool. Is the landscape tool. This tool, I could literally destroy this whole mountain if I wanted to.
Okay, and so it gives you a nice clean space to build afresh.
Remove all of this. So if I really wanted to, I could get my...
Is there any way to sort of, reverse the damage you've done?
Yeah. So if I bring out that tool again, the landscape tool, I can then just add.
Okay.
And then he's just added blocks to it.
Wow. I guess it's not really repairing the damage, but I guess it is.
But then you could go in. I mean, that was just a quick thing. I haven't used that tool a lot, but you could, like I said, you could go into massive detail and reshape it, reform it. Yeah. If I got the landscape tool, if I got the discovery tool out, I could literally go around and remove everything on this map that I wanted off,
and just leave it a flat, clean.
Yeah, and then get the landscape tool out, and then just completely flatten everything, and then just start building up my own little world. We haven't done that yet because we're still trying to get to 100 gold bricks. Yeah. So that we can unlock the last large world you can go to
and start collecting all the different types of blocks, so that then you really, sky's the limit then to the type of things you can build. I guess
it just gets crazy after a while. I mean,
so you say you start off on a small world. How do you get to the other worlds, and and I take it basically going to those other worlds means there's going to be tougher monsters to fight, but then more bricks to find.
Yeah. I'm following this white marker over here. The white marker will take me to my spaceship, and this is one thing I want to point out: is the only problem I found with this on the Xbox One is the draw distance.
Yeah, like that lighthouse. Then just
popping in.
Should have been there already.
Well, the funny thing is, I've started to notice it a lot more on the larger worlds.
Okay.
The larger the world, the more things that are going on, the shorter the draw distance seems to be. I've seen this being played on the PC, and the PC looked, you could go really, really far. But the thing was, for me, the PC version, all the graphics were really, really nice, but it just didn't look. I don't know how to word it. In this one, it looks like a game. It looks grainy. It looks like something I can attach myself to. On a PC, it looks too nice. It looks
too crisp.
Too crisp, and so you're just kind of like...
It lost the retroness of the Lego.
Yeah. I don't want to play this now because it just looks too shiny plastic.
Okay.
This is my spaceship here. Now, when you first land on a world, your spaceship doesn't have the boosters, the yellow and black boosters on the side, or this big engine part. Yeah. So the more gold bricks you put into the ship, the bigger the boosters get. The further the further the thing can go. The different the more worlds you can go to.
Okay. So how have you found the user interface? The menu system. Has it been easy to navigate? Especially, how old's your son, Iain, and how intuitive did he find moving around the game?
For Dylan, when he first started, he found it a bit difficult because your left and right joysticks zoom in and out. So it's like I can go into first person mode there. Yeah. Which I think is quite cool in a Lego game. You can really get to look at all the details. Yeah. But I'm so used to using left and right when I'm driving cars.
Or so when I jump playing a first-person shooter.
First-person shooter. So I jump into a vehicle and I'm like, press right trigger. I'm zoomed in. And it was something that Dylan started to, he had to really start looking at the lettering on the side to tell you what to do. For me, it was pretty easy. But what got really difficult was when I started using the other tools. Yes. Painting tools. Really
straightforward.
Really easy. Look, I just turned the ground blue. Yeah, it's all blue. But then when you get to going into, like I said, your build tool, and you're just like, okay, I've got this brick.
What do I do with it?
Where do I want it to go? What kind of level do I want this thing?
For me, it's way too intimidating. Just starting with that one brick is like when you start a painting, it's like, where do I place it? Where do I begin?
It's that feeling you get like when you buy a new Lego set and you look at the book and you're like, oh my God. But luckily everything's all the bags are numbered. So you just have to sit there for hours figuring it out. I've seen a video where a guy constructed the first entry level of Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1 in Lego Worlds.
See, that's cool.
He's gone into mass detail of how the snakes swam in, how they're coming up to see the helicopter, and so you're like, right, there's a lot you can do if you've got the time, the patience, the imagination, and if you've got nobody who's going to come along and screw it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because so I have to ask, is the game multiplayer? Is it online? Can you cooperatively build Lego worlds?
I believe there is a multiplayer option, which I think you have to go straight to the menu for.
Okay.
But obviously I haven't allowed Dylan to play multiplayer on it yet because obviously he's only 7. We have played 2-player a lot, and where I will literally go around finding all the gold bricks and doing as much as I can, he will literally just make me be whatever he wants me to be. Like, for example, he'll say to me, "Oh, Dad, you're the robber today, and I'm the police officer." And I'm like, "Well, hang on a minute, that's not fair." And he's like, "Nope, sorry, Dad. I don't know how that plane got in that tree. I think
that's where it's gone."
Ah, there we go. Hey. There we go. Have I actually? I don't know if I've discovered this yet, so I'm gonna check.
That actually leads me on to my next question: has the game been glitchy? How well has it performed? Has it crashed at any point?
It's crashed a couple of times.
Okay.
We've been, but I don't know if that was my Xbox. We had been playing the Xbox for quite a few hours, and then we're playing Lego Worlds. We play it for like an hour and a half, and then all of a sudden, you just get the free screen.
So does it save your progress automatically, or if you've not saved it, are you going to lose a bunch of progress?
Every now and again, the little W will come up in the left corner, and that is literally your auto-saving feature.
Okay.
So that will happen periodically over time. If you collect so many studs or something like that, it will start to do that. You literally just turn your Xbox off, turn it back on, and when you get back to the menu, it will say to you, do you want to start a new world?
Yeah.
Or do you want to continue on the one that you're already on? If you've been working really hard on something, you're just like, yeah, stick me right back, and you're right back in on the world that you were last in. If you're like, actually, I want something new, and I can't be bothered to get to my spaceship and fly all the way over there, then you just say start on a new world, and it will just start you somewhere fresh.
Cool.
Which is nice.
Do you think there is enough content in this game to justify a full price?
You know what? This was 20 quid when it came out.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now that's interesting.
That was the thing that got me when I first found out that this game was coming out. I was like, "Well, how much is it?" And then when I saw it was 20 quid, brand new, I'm like, "Okay, there must be something wrong with it." Nobody sells a new
release
at 20 quid. But then when you start playing it, you start to go, okay, for 20 quid, right, the draw distance, takes a little while to get in. There's no story mode. There's nothing really adult about it. Yeah. So for 20 quid, and I can get my son or you can get your child to sit down for an hour or two and just do whatever they want, that's a bargain. That's a bargain because... yeah, I'm all up for spending time with the children and all that kind of stuff. But every now and again, you just want to sit there with a cup of tea, and just let them do their own thing. And so that's it. Here you go, 20 quid, just go off and do your own thing.
So how fun is the game?
It depends on what you're looking for. If you're just looking, like I said, if you're just looking for time to spend with your child, it's very fun. Because there's enough there as an adult, you can go, oh, I want to go over and find that gold brick. I want to go over and find that chest. I want to go over and do this. So it's definitely
the obsessive-compulsive collectors, completionists nightmare.
Just go. You're just like I said, when I was digging for one of those bricks, you're just like, how deep is this bloody hole? Luckily, I've got this drill because I wouldn't be able to find it.
So you can really build some monolithic designs and structures and really build strange alien worlds.
For children, I think it's so much better than Minecraft.
Okay.
Because in Minecraft, even if you put it on creative mode, there's only so much detail you can put into your house unless you've got it on PC, unless you're downloading all the mods, unless you're like mad into it that you're on top of every forum. In this, I mean, like I said, we just saw a massive samurai house. Somebody had designed that house before they put it into the game, and then gone, actually, nobody's really going to build that. I'll just make the menu so that they can find it. But then you look at it and you go, they built that.
Using all the assets in the game's game
build
mode.
I want to build that. I want to be able to go inside the house and
build something like that. Or go in there and edit the interiors. Or
that's it. There's extra detail with the fact that you know, you can sit on seats.
Yeah,
you can,
I want to see someone build Lothric Castle from Dark Souls
in
the Lego world.
I'm telling you, if I lent you this game and said, "Well, I'll see you in a couple of days," I would probably come back to something Dark Souls. You saying that? I've just landed in this green place and I'm expecting a skeleton to come out and attack me. Oh look, there's a zombie. He's a hollow. He's a hollow.
So how rewarding do you find the game playing? Do you feel the sense of accomplishment when you build something in it? Does it feel good?
Yeah,
or do you just go, I spent 20 hours building that?
Yeah, I mean, for me,
is it actually possible to build very, convincing structures in the game?
Well, I mean, if you look, there's a house. That's an already built, fresh house. I could build that if I wanted to with all the bricks and the landscaping, or like I said, I could do the copy tool and copy it, completely flatten the world myself, and then build my own town.
Yeah.
On top of it, Dylan actually, he's been watching a lot of videos of Hello Neighbor, so everything to him at the moment is Hello Neighbor. So he's been. Oh, you not heard of Hello Neighbor? No. Oh god, that'll be another future Friday. He's mad into Hello Neighbor at the moment, so he's building lots of Hello Neighbor houses in Minecraft and Lego. I don't know what that is up there. This must be a world I've come to that Dylan's already got. And yeah, he's just building things left and right, and then telling me, "Look, Dad, come over and play this." Yeah. So the fun aspects are there as long as you've got the imagination for it. You know, if you're looking at this game going, "It's Lego, I could never play it," then don't.
Yeah. See, I look at this game the same way I looked at Mario Maker. Like, that's great if you love Mario and you want to infinitely play Mario and keep playing lots of different constructions of Mario. And I look at this game and I go, it's not for me. But then again, the only thing that this game does appeal to me is the fact that you just have a clean slate and just have all of the Lego pieces and blocks that you can think of in a themed area.
Yeah.
And build.
And just.
But then but then once you built it, like, who's it for? Like, for you just to walk around?
Yeah.
It's a different kind of reward, self-reward.
See, with
I kind of also see it as being very therapeutic in a way as well. Like somebody, older people would be knitting, you know, somebody would be spending days and days building the Enterprise in Lego World.
Yes.
You know?
I mean, and that's the thing as well, is somebody who's a mad Lego fan would immediately just eat this up. Yeah. You know, they would eat this game up easily and do everything in it. They probably go into it and build as much as they can. I've wanted to try it, but I reckon you can actually. Am I opening that other chest? No, I'm opening the door.
You're just locking yourself in. I'm
just locking myself in there. I reckon that if I got a Lego menu. A Lego menu of a, say, an AT-AT Walker or like you said, the Enterprise.
Yeah.
I could just get the menu out in real life, look at the pieces that I need, and then use the game to build it. So then I don't have to spend hundreds of pounds on Lego pieces and then lose the Lego pieces in the house and be like, "Oh my god, what's that just gone up the Hoover? It's Captain Picard, get him off!" You know. So
final thoughts about the game, Ian? Do you recommend it?
I recommend it if you're a fan of Lego and you love building with all the Lego sets. Get the game because you're going to have lots of fun with it. On another aspect, if you've got children, this is the big selling point for this game. Children. All Lego games are built for children. Even if you are just following them around as they show you everything, you are still technically spending time with them.
Yeah.
You know, you are still spending time with them, and they will ask you questions. Mum, Dad, how does this work? How does that work? I'm being attacked by robbers. Why am I being attacked by robbers? What should I do? This, that, and everything. And so you learn along with them, and so you kind of on the same keel. You know, there's some games out there where you would say to your kid, "What are you playing?" They tell you, and you're like,
"There's some guy beating down a zombie right outside a pink house."
Oh, troublemaker! I'm gonna get the troublemaker. And then you get these troublemakers. I just burnt my butt because Dylan put lava on the floor.
What sort of world is this?
And I gotta never go for it. Yeah.
Well, that's gonna bring us to the end of this. The end of this review. I just want to say thanks for watching, everyone. We're back next Friday with another video game review. Of course, film reviews on Thursdays. You can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Patreon. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.
See you later.